Welcome back, guildmates. We're jumping into chapter 267 of Shokugeki no Soma, or Food Wars. And last we saw, the hotel that they were staying at looked like it was under attack from whoever was doing a Shokugeki and closing down a lot of the establishments. So,
elsewhere, Erina and Hisako are...
Erina-sama, we just received a report from Tadakoro Megumi. It appears that they, unfortunately, haven't yet gotten closer to solving this matter. I see. Well, I never expected it to go simply or quickly. But Erina-sama, I guess I still don't really understand. This disappearance, is it really enough of an issue for the Elite 10 to deal with it? It doesn't even seem like something a chef would be able to do anything about. Perhaps, under usual circumstances, you would be right. Soma-kun, that sound, was that from the kitchen? The landlady. Are you okay? Oh, she's still alive. Forgive me, my skills were not enough. Chief, what in the world happened to me here? Beats me. All I know is that guest barged in here and challenged us to a Shokugeki.
The culprit is the backpacker?
Oh, come on. Who didn't know that?
Soma and Megumi's Hot Spring Case Files, Part 3, The Midnight Chefs. The second half of the third season of the anime, The Totsuki Train Arc, is airing on Tokyo MX, BS11, and other channels on Monday mornings at 12:30 a.m. A must-see.
So it's actually happening Sundays, just so you guys know, here in the U.S. So that means it's going to be around Sunday afternoon / morning, around that time. There's 16 hours ahead of us. Jesus. I see. So you're the one behind the behind the series of strange happenings in these parts. Shokugeki? Who are you? What do you want? It's rather simple, Katan. I very much love the local rustic atmosphere of hot spring hotels. However, I just can't stand the food. Huh? Do you understand, Desu? Customers like me are king-samas, but especially at countryside hotels like this one, the food is so bland. The only special thing about the ingredients is that they're fresh. They should be served carefully selected, top-class ingredients scoured from all over the country. Otherwise, it's an affront to a king-sama like me. That's what ultimate psycho-hospitality should be like. Okay. I hate that I have to speak weeb. Okay, from now on, they'll all make only the food I tell them to. That way, they'll have better good hospitality. That's crazy. Yeah, Tadakoro's right. How in the world did you ever think you'd get away with tyranny like this? How? Why, naze. It's obvious. Because in glorious Nippon, they're Shokugekis, the very good super system I need. Challenge someone to a Shokugeki and you can fulfill your heart's desires. The landlady, the head chef, they're all so proud to see of their hotel, you see. I just need to egg them a tiny bit, and they take the bait. How does this person know what a Shokugeki is? He doesn't even seem like a graduate of Totsuki. So, this is the dish you made? Oh shit, that looks amazing. What? Lobster foie gras? Caviar? This plate's crammed with top-class ingredients. And that white caviar, this almost caviar.
Caviar obtained from the exceedingly rare albino variety of sturgeon is called almus, meaning diamond. In olden times, it said that only the king was allowed to taste this delicacy. 1 tin of this caviar could cost up to several $1,000s. This is the sort of ingredient that benefits a king-sama. And that dish, it's not just full of high-quality ingredients. Only a first-rate chef or someone beyond that would be able to create such flavor. Indeed.
Not just my ingredients, but my skills, too, are quite gorgeous and kirei. Oh, there he goes. He throws up some of them and slices them all in half with a knife. The diameter of that caviar is less than 3 millimeters, and he cut it, and he cut every last one of them in two in midair. Lobster chaudfroid liquid gold is its name.
Chaudfroid, a dish where cooked meat or fish is served with a rich sauce made with cream and wine vinegar.
Would you two like a taste as well? How about it, skillful boy and Miss Geisha?
What? The vivid umami and saltiness of the caviar are in complete harmony with the pulp lobster and velvety sauce.
I'm sorry, I understand that these are the characters' thoughts, but I just think it's better if I do it as the announcer, and it'd be funnier anyway.
Every time one pops on my tongue or teeth, their taste pulls me deeper into this dish. And precisely because he cut the caviar before sprinkling it on the dish, its flavor melds perfectly into the smooth chaudfroid. It melts soundlessly into my mouth, spreading its luxurious mellowness throughout my body. This deliciousness is amazing. It's as if my mind and body, unable to resist the pressure of the gorgeousness, bask in kingly pleasure.
Why is she covered in money? Oh my god, that's so weird. Of all the weird images. What was I thinking of? Before tasting his dish, I promised myself I'd never acknowledge it, but my body, it just gave in. It just gave out all up on its own. Against incredibly rare and expensive ingredients like that, we're basically powerless. I suppose you could call them dark chefs. Dark? Yes. They operate in a world quite different from the public one, where light where we reside. For example, at gatherings where the dignitaries of various countries meet behind closed doors, far away from the public eye, or perhaps the illegal parties of the underworld. In other words, events for which the chefs of normal restaurants can't be used. Demand for chefs to fill these secret tables with fare has increased drastically in recent years. In effect, this underground market has fallen under the purview of a select group of chefs. Hooligans pushed out of normal society, resolved to arrogantly and uncaringly pursue their selfish desires, or evil chefs ready to risk running afoul of the law just to create even more delicious dishes. Damn. That's some pretty good shit, and I like this new development. It's pretty cool. Alright, there we go. Just cleaning out the ears real quick. This group of chefs who make no appearances in the public world of cuisine turn an immense profit in the shadier corners of the world. People call them
the Midnight Chefs, Le Cuisine Noire. Those who wield their knives in the dark nights of the gourmet world.
I really like this, and this is the perfect thing to follow up the Azami arc. That's the sort of people we're dealing with? Are you sure? They're the ones behind us? Yes, and by some cruel chance they've discovered the Shokugeki. They cannot be left alone.
The Shokugeki is the pride of Totsuki Academy.
Invaders that attempt to use it as a pretext to have their way in this country shall be met with blood and iron. In my world, if your food can't satisfy your guest, or if it ruins the event, it's not unheard of to be killed on the spot. Shinimashita. Compared to that, a Shokugeki is very easy. Even if you lose, they don't kill you. That's a walk in the park for me. I'll use this to bring the ultimate psycho hospitality to this entire country. Excuse me, can I say something? I think you've misunderstood what hospitality actually is.
The one to call this rampaging ruffian is Megumi, Shokugeki no Soma 267. End.
Holy shit! Megumi called him out! I love that. I was expecting it to be Soma. What are the chances that the Midnight Chef's world has connections with Joichiro? Wife gone, him being always called to cook. There's still not enough evidence that the people who he cooked for were not evil/mafias. All that aside, cheers for this new plot. I'm all for anything that will extend this manga. I'm looking at you, Sukata-san, and especially you, Saiki-san. Alright, Megumi will show you the true meaning of hospitality. Megumi got soaked in grail and became Girigumi. Oh my god. What a weeaboo. Yeah, exactly. Megumi needs to drag this dude, plus he's just straight up annoying. Okay, as villains, the Midnight Chefs have potential to be more interesting considering that while Azami is lawful evil that wants to create a system where chefs would sacrifice their creativity for their mental safety so that they wouldn't end up like Joichiro in the academy, those chefs pretty much work for the mafia and have only access to severely expensive ingredients, but most likely exclusive ingredients as well. There was a time where the Italian mafia owned a monopoly on pure olive oil and other food ingredients. All they wish to do is take over and hold another monopoly for the sake of expanding the mafia yakuza triad and making Totsuki one of their branches. In other words, Azami is lawful evil, where the Midnight Chefs are neutral evil. Also, I really hope that it is Megumi that battles and wins against this guy. Her food is not just about vegetables. It is purely about hospitality. So he would be the he would be the best challenge to her beliefs and the purpose of food that makes you feel at home. Actually, now that you talk about it, wasn't Nakiri Shinzaemon also called the Dawn of the Food Mafia at the very beginning? Oh, it's traditional, so I don't know whether it had the same implications in the raw. What's up with the comments? Not okay. Lol. It's the Midnight Chef shit directly inspired from Cooking Master Boy. I don't get that one. It's been 3 days. Oh my goodness. Cooking Master Boy, Underworld Chefs with Black Dragon as symbol. These guys, Midnight Chefs. Really likes to draw badass Megumi. Not that I'm complaining. Go beat him, Megumi. Alright, yeah, I really like this, and they raised a really good, interesting point. As far as Megumi is concerned, she is basically the chef who embodies hospitality. So I'd love to see her kick this guy's ass. That having been said, guys, that's it for this chapter. We're going to move on to Haikyuu 306, and I will be done with all the manga that I have to do dubbing for. Hopefully you guys get this quickly. That being said, I'll see you guys really, really soon in the next one.